You ain't from where I'm from, you ain't cut from my cloth, you ain't never seen drama, you fuck niggas, it's off, I'm God level.
God level.
I'm God level.
God level.
You ain't from where I'm from, you ain't cut from my cloth, you ain't never seen drama, you fuck niggas, it's off, I'm God level.
God level.
I'm God level.
God level.
Let me take you on a trip down memory lane. It's a good book. First chapter, nigga slanging cocaine. Chapter 2 tells the story of a G on the rise. Strapped tight in a trap life. It caught a nigga by surprise. 18th Street rude boy. Rest in peace to Red Trail. My niggas. Yo. Welcome to another episode of a Warm Rad Podcast. I'm your host, Lyne, aka Alabama's finest, along with my co-host, Jay Diggs, Mr. Mardi Gras. What's up with it, baby boy?
Man, I'm coolin' as always, man. Everything copacetic, baby. How you feeling?
I'm feeling amazing, man. I feel amazing. I think we're going to have a great show today, man. We got special guests coming in today. I think it's going to be a good one, bro.
Yes, sir. Absolutely. Hey, man, you know what?
What's up with it?
I was a little bit down today, man.
What's wrong with you?
So I got out the shower, man, and I noticed 2 of my abs was gone.
That's called age, motherfucker.
Hey, bro, I had a little pouch down there and everything. I got to get to work, dog.
That comes, every episode you got a drink in your hand. I hope you think them drinks ain't free.
Yeah, but I thought I could work it off.
Boy, ain't no way to outwork a bad diet.
Well, hey, cheers to that.
Absolutely. And I wanted to come back and let you know, just for your personal information, I took a poll about the top 5 females in rap history, and Lady of Rage was on several of those answers. I just wanted to put that out there to you.
I also was perusing social media, and I saw you had put that dumbass poll out there. I also saw that there was a lot of people that said
It was only one that said they don't live. Because stop, you cap.
No, you lying.
Cap.
It wasn't the only one.
You cap, buddy.
No, it wasn't the only one. A mutual friend of ours said that you crazy as hell.
Who? Don't put their name on this.
I won't, but his last name start with C.
I know, but he was the only one.
Look at it.
You should.
I would, because Lady Ray's been in top 5 female rappers of all time.
You didn't even put MC Lyte on your top 5, so your list was capped off the rip. So we can move on. Anyway,
opinion based.
Absolutely. But anyway, so hey, listen up, Warm Raggers. We got a special guest today. A content creator, man. I'm really enjoying his content. His stuff is fly, it's new, it's fresh. I'm gonna start it off. I'm gonna show you a clip of his video, and we're gonna bring in this guy today, and I'll announce him when he comes in.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm fine.
Shit, you is, but I never see you around here before. You live here?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So how long you been here?
Look, I don't got time. You're not my type anyway.
Okay. All right. So I see who I'm dealing with now, so I'm just you have a nice day, all right?
Broke niggas always got something to say.
What you said?
I said broke niggas always got something to say.
You know me? How you know I'm broke?
You live here, don't you?
Yeah, I stay by myself.
What's that supposed to mean?
Wait, you calling me broke because I stay here?
Yeah.
In the same complex that you stay in?
Yeah.
How that make sense?
Any nigga trying to talk to me has to have their shit together.
Curious to know, what all does a guy need to qualify to date you?
He needs to have his own crib, not an apartment. His own car that's not busted. At least make it 6 figures and know how to treat me like a princess.
How old you is?
22.
You stay here by yourself?
I live with my mom.
This your car?
I share it with her too.
What you do for a living?
I work at Wendy's.
That's it?
Yeah.
So how the f do you expect a nigga to have all that when you ain't got none of it?
What he need to worry about is what he got going on. That's all that matters.
So he got to pull up on you every time y'all hang out. Like, you ain't even got the option to do that for him.
Okay, mind your damn business and go on about your day, trash man.
Where the fuck that came from?
You taking out the trash, aren't you?
Yeah, like a normal person would.
My nigga would have them come get it from the house.
He still got to take it to the dump. Ma'am, you have a nice day. I hope your delusion come to life.
Delusion? What's that supposed to mean?
You still talking? Broco's always got something to say.
That was a dope video, man. I really enjoyed that. So without further ado, I want to bring to the warm raggers out here in the world, my man A.T.
What's going on, y'all? What's up?
What's going on with it, man? How you doing?
Nah, I'm good, man. I'm chilling.
So man, we on warm rag, man. We just do everything off the hip, man. Speak your mind. We're gonna ask you a few questions, man. Whatever come to mind, you speak on it, man. Let us know what you got going on.
Gotcha.
All right, so my first question to you, brother, is what made you get into content creating?
I got into content creating like 9 years ago when I was like 17.
Wow.
So I used to watch Spoken Reasons and this other guy named Trey Melvin, and they did like skits and rants and stuff. So I really liked that content. I was like, man, I want to do something like this, but you know, I'm not a talker, so I'm real quiet. So that was like a out of my comfort zone type thing, but I wanted to do it anyway. So when I got into it, you know, I started with the rants, and then I slowly started getting into skits, and then I started making movies, a web series, and all that stuff.
Okay. Yeah, and I noticed I can tell by looking at your content, man, the time you put into it, the work you put into it. I can tell when I watch, I'm like, man, this dude is really taking this craft serious. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's one of the reasons that we reached out to you, because I brought you to my producer and I showed him your stuff. He's like, yeah, man, reach out to that guy. Let's see if we can get him on. And I was so glad when you accepted, man, because I said, I want to come in. I want to hear what you had to say, man, because it's so important for people to hear. Like you said, I saw your live. You was like, you started 9 years ago with this stuff. It don't come overnight.
Yeah, exactly.
It don't start immediately. You have to stay consistent and continually put the work in to get to that level. All right. Why do you use relationships for your content?
It's a controversy thing. Like, everybody always talks about relationships on social media, and you know, as someone in their 20s, I go through a lot of relationship issues. So I'm just like, man, I'd rather just put it into content. Like, whenever I'm going through something relationship related, I'd rather put it into my videos, because, you know, I know it'll be funny, it'll be relatable. So it's just a perfect thing.
AT, are you currently in a relationship, bro?
Yes, I am.
Okay. All right. Well, that makes sense then.
You bold, man. You bold.
Hey, where did the name AT come from, bro?
That's my first name initial and my middle name initial. So my first name is Amari. My middle name starts with a T, so AT.
Oh, well, shit, that's self-explanatory, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Off the rip.
Where you from, big dog?
Miami, Florida.
Miami,
Florida, Dade County.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you what, man. I've been to Miami several times, bro, and outside of where I'm from, the New Orleans area, Homer, Louisiana area. Miami is probably one of my most favorite cities to visit in the whole United States, dog. That's
Oh, wow.
I love Miami, bro. I'm talking about Little Haiti. The last time I was there, I ate some Peruvian food.
Oh, wow.
Oh man, say, bro,
I never even had that.
I got to do it, dog.
I like Miami too, until hurricane season.
Oh yeah.
I'm going on the way.
Yeah, man. That time was crazy.
Hey, AT, man, do you find it competitive putting out content with all the content creators that's out right now?
To a certain extent. And what I mean by that is, if I come up with an idea, I go look it up first to make sure nobody else has done it.
Right.
So I only see it competitive in that way. But either way it go, if I feel like it's a good idea, I'm gonna do it anyway. I don't really care.
Yeah,
because I got my own little twist to it. So I'm gonna just put it out there.
Right. And like I said, man, I'm watching your page, man. I saw when first time I saw you. I said, when I first saw that first video, I don't even think you had put part 2 out yet. I found myself going back to your page looking for part 2. I wanted to see it because that's like, oh, this makes too much sense. Makes so much sense. I gotta see this next video. Then when you start, and I saw other people requesting the part 2, and you finally started to put them out. I was like, man, this where it's at, and I really enjoyed it, man. So kudos to you, man, for what you do too.
I appreciate that, man.
Hey, real quick, AT, have you ever considered doing stand up?
Nah.
No, I mean
Only
because
because
a lot of your content is comedy based.
yeah. But the thing is, I don't consider myself like funny like that. I don't know. Like I can make a joke here and there, but it's like it gotta come natural. Like I can't sit there and write a joke.
Got you.
Right.
And so my skits are just relatable and they happen to be funny. So that's it.
That should be funny as hell, bro.
Yeah, it's hilarious, dog. I mean, I think that like so like we got the content creator like Big Jaw. You know what I'm saying? Big Jaw is one of my faves too. You know what I'm saying? A lot of his stuff some of his stuff be about serious stuff, but it'd be hilarious. You know what I'm saying? So it don't matter if you can go up and stand up on stage and tell a joke's funny is funny, right? And all you would be doing the same situations that you're putting into video and bringing to life, you would just be telling those stories on stage.
Yeah.
People obviously find it entertaining and funny. You would just be converting it. I'm going to tell this story about this chick I met in my apartment that wanted me to have a mansion, but she live in a goddamn apartment with her mama. You just be telling that story. That's all. But yeah, no doubt.
That makes sense.
Absolutely. So you got anything else, Diggs?
Nah, man, let's jump into it, man.
All right, man. So our topic of the day, man, and our topic is based around our special guest, women or men that set standards that they can't uphold themselves. What are you thinking, Diggs?
Okay, it is a double standard, right? This is a non-linear based discussion. Women have more standards that they expect of men than what men have than men's expectations of women in relationships. Absolutely. Because I think that's based off of the fact that we as men, we are way more simplistic and logical individuals than what our women counterparts are. You understand what I'm saying? Women set these unrealistic. Well, you know what? I'm not even gonna say they're unrealistic because a lot of men can meet those standards. But for me, I'll give you an example, and this is just me speaking, right? If I was to say, and I mean, me and my lady, we have this already established, but my expectations of her, right, is very simplistic in nature. You provide me a safe haven of peace.
Absolutely. Right? Peace is important.
When I come home, I need to be able to lay my head on your chest and feel a sense of relief from whatever has been going on in the outside world, right? I need to be able to lay all that down.
Which a lot of females don't provide, but go ahead.
Which is true, right? Another thing, sex on occasion, right? It's not a do or die for me. That's why I said on occasion. You know what I mean? Another thing, just like I said, I mean the biggest thing for me, man. I mean, people talk about cooking and cleaning and all of those shit right there. We can both take care of it.
I don't really worry about cooking because I can cook like a motherfucker. And a lot of times I prefer to taste my food over anybody else's food anyway. So that I don't need you to come to my house and be a cook for me. I don't need you. I know how to wash my clothes.
Same here.
You know what I'm saying? I know how to clean my house. I don't need that. I need what you said over everything else is peace. I don't want to come home. If I'm out in the streets battling all day, doing everything, hustling, making money, doing that, when I come home, I don't want to argue. I don't want to goddamn ask where I been. I don't need you. I don't need that. And that's what is driving me crazy.
Well, let's put it on the flip side of the coin then. Women's expectations of men.
What you got, T? I'm gonna let T answer this one, man, because this was his main topic on his joint. I'm gonna let him answer what he think women's expectations are of men, or what he thinks of those.
Man, when you think about like my generation, it's a weird conversation because just like the video, the girl was 22 years old in the video she's 22, and she wants all these things in her man, and it's just like you just hit your 20s. Like, how are you asking for all this already?
Absolutely.
Like, you can't expect a dude around your age or even like a couple years older to have all his stuff together when he's not really established like that. He's trying to make it just like you. He's trying to get back just like you. Right. So it's weird. It's a weird conversation. So I know I got the idea from Twitter, because Twitter is known for stuff like that.
Right.
People in my generation in their 20s and stuff just expecting all these things, but you ain't even meeting half of that. So
yeah. And so and what we got to understand too, and I mentioned this in an episode before, Diggs. I don't think the women that get that got to pay everything and have all that. I don't think those kind of women exist no more that deserve that.
Wait, that deserve what? Say that again.
For a man to come in and pay everything and have the big house and all that, and I'm just gonna pull you in. You ain't gotta have nothing going. We in a new generation that don't exist no more. We need to both be on a level where we're a team versus me being the primary breadwinner and bringing in everything and take care of you. I got the mansion. I'm gonna take you off on the boat. That's dream shit. That's a dream. That's a fairy tale. That don't exist. And go ahead. What you got?
In some instances, I mean, okay, we talking about, okay, you and I, we're both in our 40s, right?
Mm-hmm.
So for us, we have a different perspective than someone in the age range of 18, right? Because social media,
but it's even worse. It's even worse for them.
Well, let me explain. So social media dictates a lot of these people's mindsets now.
I'm not saying that it doesn't. Understand what I'm saying.
Go ahead.
It's bad for us. It's worse for them because even our age and our generation adopt some of the younger generation's views and idealizations. The young girls that's listening to Glorilla and Megan, oh man, they flawed. I feel sorry for my man. I would not want to be 20 something in this generation right now trying to date, bro. It's hard. And I've even heard a female say, I think I was watching another TikTok video. She said she would rather find a dude. She don't want nobody that got everything because he's not going to respect her. But if they start to grind together and come up as a team and build together, that makes them more solid. And I respect that before I respect somebody that's want me to come scoop them up off their motherfucking feet and take them off to Never Land on my magic carpet. That ain't happening.
No, not now, man. Not now.
Right.
You know, hey, you know what? I give a quick analogy. It's something that I was talking to my lady about.
Uh-huh.
A man in this day and age, a man could put the literal world on his shoulders, on his back, right? I'm talking about the whole world. He could put it on his back and bring it to her and say, baby, here, I present the world to you. Women of these days will say, "Oh, look over here by Africa. Why you couldn't clean the dirt over here off of Africa?"
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's an analogy, but it's a little bit extreme. But that's literally the case.
Oh, absolutely. And just to put some structure around what we're talking about with the younger generation. Hey, T, before you met your lady, your girl you got now, right? I'm sure you were dating. What was some of the issues, which we already know by your video, some of the stuff you was dealing with? What's some of the other issues you was dealing with trying to date and the expectations that women wanted from you?
I wouldn't say it's an expectation, but I'm not gonna say a lot of women, but some women they don't have personality. So I dealt with a lot of that. Like just talking to them, it's just okay. It's like an interview. I'm asking all the questions. They're not really asking me any questions. They're not letting the conversation flow. It's just like, okay, I'm asking you all these things, and it's just a one-way street.
Right.
And it's just like it's boring. Like I don't have nothing to. I'm bored by the second day. So
absolutely,
it's like what do I do at this point?
Yeah, it's because it's very important, man. You'll find that when a person, not just women, men too, and when a person don't have content or don't have a character that they present to you, it's natural. It's a natural banter between the two. You will find the other person that actually does like to conversate and learn about people start to get bored because. I mean, we just here and I'm just doing all the talking and you ain't really got nothing. You just want me to pay for your meal and you want me to, take you out and buy you drinks or do whatever. And you good. You ain't got nothing to give me back. You ain't feed my brain. And I'm a halfway intelligent dude. You got to talk to me. If if you're not talking to me, I'm not going to be interested.
It's an absolute turnoff, bro. And I like to provide when we talk about content, I like to provide examples. A few years ago, trying to court this this young lady that I met in the gym, right?
Hold on, fam. You said court?
AT, hey man, excuse him. All right, he from Alabama.
You said you were courting somebody?
Hey, courting might be a little bit of a big word for him, AT. So we're gonna do it on.
It's not a big word. It's not a big word at all. It's just an old ass word. I mean, I don't think nobody else.
What I was talking about, man.
I don't think nobody else. He probably didn't know what the hell courting was.
No, I know what it is.
Oh, he knows.
Yeah,
He knows what I was talking about, man.
Yeah.
All right. So look. So I was courting this lady, right? Beautiful young lady, bro. And
for you other young people that's out there dating. Go ahead.
No, not dating. Just trying to get to know, trying to bring her in, so forth and so on, right? Trying to establish something.
Okay.
Right. So
dating.
Let me finish my story, bro.
Go ahead, man.
I'm gonna tell you why I cut it off, right? Because I noticed I was the first one texting, I was the first one calling all the time, right? She would never initiate the conversation, right? I'm talking about for a period of about a month. It was just me initiating the conversation. Hey, good morning, love. How you doing? So forth and so on. Blah, 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 blah. Hey, you're looking beautiful today. Blah, 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 whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'm initiating the conversation. She would never be the initiator. You know, so that in turn told me, I got to move on, bro. I had to slide to the side. You heard me?
And so I had one. I had a female. I was texting. I had very similar, right? But every time I text her, her conversation was so short. She put no context behind it. She didn't do. And I'd be like, you know, what you doing? Nothing.
You got to move around.
I was like, yeah, I did that about 3 times. I was like, well, that's it for that, buddy.
Yeah.
I can't continue to do that. And you know, I got about 30 summers left, and I'm trying to enjoy every last one of them summers. You understand what I'm saying? I want all my 30 summers to be beautiful and bliss. I ain't trying to be mad with nobody. I ain't trying to be upset. And you know, I want to be with somebody that I'm going to enjoy my time, and they're enjoying my time, and I enjoy their time. I don't want to give it to nobody for them just to soak up my last little 30 summers. I won't. And that's just me. That's just me.
Hey, AT, so is the reason that you got with your current woman, man, is one of the reasons because she's engaging towards you?
Yeah. The conversation is always interesting every time. Yeah, it's interesting.
A better question for me, because of what you do, is she supporting?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. See, that was important to me. That would be important. If I was at your level of what you're doing, my biggest thing for a female I would be with or date is her supporting what I'm doing, my vision, my goal. Especially if you met me and I was already doing this. If you accept me at that point, it's no different than when a man meets a woman, she got kids, and you accept her kids. It's no different when you accept a man or accept somebody and they got something going on that's positive, that they trying to take to their dreams, their hopes. Are you supporting that? And that's what that would be. If I was in your shoes, that would be important to me.
No, it's definitely important to me.
Okay.
It's definitely important.
Absolutely.
Definitely. Man, look, I'm gonna tell you something. When I think we all be on social media every day. Strolling, looking. Even though, and because we One Rad Podcast, we're content creators in a sense. We put our podcasts out there for people to watch, and we're fledgling. We just started this year.
Okay.
Right. I think for what we're not entertainers, we ain't famous, we ain't rappers. Well, I am. I'm something like a rapper. You know what I'm saying? But for the numbers we're getting right now, we're comfortable with. When did you get comfortable with your numbers?
I won't say the first year.
The first year you was comfortable with your number?
Yeah, because I was averaging about like 100 views, and that's kind of the amount of subscribers that I had, like 100, 200.
Okay.
So the majority of everybody was watching, so that's all I really cared about.
Did when you start talking about the expectations of women, not having that standard and not being able to support that standard, did your views go up?
It went up. Okay, so the backstory behind that video, it's actually an old video.
Okay.
We recorded that back in July last year.
Okay.
I released it on YouTube September.
Mhm.
It didn't get that much traction. So when I started posting on TikTok, that's when it blew up.
Mm.
So that's when everything just started like happening.
Right.
Yeah.
See, I didn't know about your YouTube page until I found your TikTok page.
Yeah.
Right.
When I looked at you, I looked at it on YouTube. Which one of your platforms has the most engagement?
Oh, TikTok now.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely, without a doubt.
Yeah,
Definitely.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
At least from what I see.
Yeah.
But like I said, I feel like to me, you there. You all you gotta do is stay consistent. And you won't have nothing to worry about. Just stay consistent, man. But hey, I tell you what, bro, I really enjoyed this time. I appreciate you for coming on. Your content is great, bro. Keep going, keep striving. I'll continue to be a supporter. 100 grand. I'll be catching your lives. I'll be one of them with a million views, 2 million views you get. I'll be one of them. I'm sure Jay Diggs is a fan from now on, man, because we both enjoyed your content, man. We appreciate you, man. Thank you for coming on our show, bro. You're welcome to come back at any time. Anytime you want to come back and shoot some new stuff, you just come on, kick the bobo with us. Shoot us an email, man, and we'll set a date and we'll get you on.
All right, dope. I appreciate y'all for having me, man.
Hey, you're definitely a friend of the show, bro. Salute.
Cool.
Absolute salute. Appreciate you for coming, man. Another round of applause for AT.
Appreciate it.
All right, man. Hey, you have a good one, bro. And we'll see you next time.
All right, y'all too.
All right, bro.
All right, brother.
All right.
You young man, really enjoyed this guy, man. Hey, man, if y'all get a chance, man, I'm gonna post this man's stuff, this young man's stuff, all his links and stuff in the comments and on the video, man. You're gonna see it down at the bottom. Hey, just go ahead and goddamn log into this man's stuff and check him out, man. This man's he's gonna be a superstar and he's on his way, man. He's already touched so many lives, man. Go check him out.
Hey, I'm telling you, bro. Me going down the rabbit hole of his content, bro. Man, phenomenal talent. You know what I'm saying? And again, for the fact that I know he said he's been doing he's been in this world for 9 years, but that's actually fairly new, bro. And the following that he's built to be such a young person.
Yeah.
Oh man, bro. It's
I love it.
I love it.
All right, man. What we got going on? What's next?
Hey, we about to jump into this next topic, man.
Okay.
NFL free agency, NFL trades, unrestricted free agents, restricted free agents. It's been a lot happening in the NFL, man.
It's really going down. It's really going down.
And this is going to make for a very interesting season, bro.
So which one was the most alerting to you? Like, oh snap.
Oh, okay, so I'm sorry, but I have to be biased.
Okay.
Right? We, as the New Orleans Saints, we've made 2 significant splashes in this year's free agencies, right? We signed Jamal Williams from the Detroit Lions. He led the NFL in rushing touchdowns last year, 17 NFL rushing touchdowns. And we also signed Derek Carr from the Las Vegas Raiders. Right now, we spent I think it was 150 on Derek Carr, but I believe it was well worth it, bro.
Okay.
Because I think that we about to get back into the folds of being one of those teams that to be reckoned
with Derek Carr.
You damn right, with Derek Carr.
Okay.
Derek, I sensed a little snidiness in your comment, but Derek Carr has never had a defense when he played with Las Vegas.
He didn't have a defense. I mean, but he's still Derek Carr. But okay, I mean, and that's your team. You're supposed to support them in that manner. The same way I almost in my head know the Lakers ain't gonna make it a deep run in the playoffs, but in my mind they still gonna make a deep run in the playoffs. In my mind, because I'm a fan.
Why you think they're not?
On to the next trade, brother.
No. Wait. Why do you? Okay. Listen, I'm not a Lakers fan,
but some of the decisions made by the coaching staff. That matter of fact, I'm gonna go ahead and say it since I was trying to stay on football, but since you pulled me in,
I got you. Yeah.
That decision the coaching staff made to sit Anthony Davis on that back-to-back in Houston, and they lost that game, was probably one of the dumbest decisions in NBA history, man. I have no idea Why they decided to do that? We know we need it. I don't give a damn. Play him until you break him. Don't sit him because you think he might get hurt. Play him until you break him. You are in the league to play basketball, bro, not to sit out games, especially important games, which every game now for the Lakers is important. They still have a chance to do it, but they got to win out now. They can't take no more losses.
And again, I know we're trying not to stay on basketball, but yeah, man, the Lakers, like you said, they have to win out, but you know that AD is
he's fragile.
He's very fragile.
But you play him until you break him. That's it. That's what you get paid to do. You play to play until you break.
I agree with that, man. Hey, look, let's get back to NFL, man.
Uh-huh.
Hey, how do you feel about the Cowboys releasing Ezekiel Elliott?
I think they made the wrong decision.
What? Why?
I think they should got rid of their quarterback.
Dak Prescott?
Yep.
You don't think Dak Prescott is a top 10 quarterback in the NFL?
By stats, yeah, of course.
So what else matters?
Is he getting the job done?
Well, I mean, shit. Only one quarterback in the NFL per year can get the job done, per se.
2. So and maybe this is just me. Maybe this is just me. Okay. I feel like both quarterbacks that make it to the Super Bowl are amazing quarterbacks. At that point, it's me against you.
Yeah.
Them the 2 best quarterbacks in the league.
Yeah.
But this is an argument I'm always going to have. It ain't a quarterback thing. We're going to say quarterback, right? But it's a team thing.
Yeah.
It's a team, right?
Yeah.
But Dak Prescott to me is not that, bro. He's good. He is a quarterback. We know all the quarterbacks that's playing quarterback got some form of quarterback skills, but he ain't getting the job done.
Here's my thing. I hate the Cowboys more than the next man.
Mm-hmm.
I can't stand the Cowboys. I can't stand their fans, right? Mm-hmm. But I have to give kudos to Dak Prescott. Him being a phenomenal, please focus on what I'm about to say. He's a phenomenal regular season quarterback. He chokes every time the Cowboys make the doggone playoffs. That's my only issue with him. I don't know what it is. When those lights get bright, he chokes.
Yeah. So you got to think about what school I'm coming from, man. I've never been a Cowboys fan, but I used to love the Cowboys around Emmitt Smith days.
Troy Aikman. Yeah.
That team was the best team in the NFL when they had their run, of course, because the championships proved that.
Mm-hmm.
The Cowboys are a shell of themselves now, and Ezekiel Elliott haven't been producing. So and when I say that, I look at Ezekiel Elliott, I look at the quarterback, Dak Prescott, and I'm not a GM. I don't know how to make these decisions. I'm just going off the eye test.
Mm-hmm.
I put the right line in front of Ezekiel Elliott. I think he can still give you quality yards. I think he still be a quality running back. In the right system, he'll be a good quarterback. Can we blame this on the quarterback or the running back and not the coaching staff?
Yeah, I agree.
It could be a coaching staff here. They don't know how to use the players and the pieces they have. You know what I mean? As a matter of fact, let me even go as far as say, can we blame it on the owner? Because I think Jerry Jones' hands is in the mix too much.
Yeah. What was the other what was the other running back they had? Pollard. Yeah. Hey, that boy is way too talented, man. Zeke couldn't keep up.
You think one of the biggest ones to me was Aaron Rodgers to the Jets. One of the biggest trades.
Well, has it happened? I don't think it happened yet.
I don't know if it happened, but I think he said something on his Twitter or on Instagram that he wants to play at the Jets.
Yeah. And he's trying to recruit players to come with him.
Right. Yeah. So I mean, if that trade transpires, that would be the biggest trade of the season.
Why do you feel that way? Aaron Rodgers is 39 years old.
He's 39 years old, but he's still a quality quarterback. No different than when motherfucking Tom Brady was still throwing balls at 40-something. Aaron Rodgers ain't no slouch.
Oh, no, he's definitely talented.
He is not a slouch. when it comes to being a quarterback. And then, like I said, it's always going all these trades. We could talk about every trade that happened. It's still gonna come down to is the system right? And I heard somebody make a valid point the other yesterday on TikTok,
Mm-hmm.
and it's probably gonna make you mad.
Give it to me.
Most teams don't win. 99.9% of the teams don't win without a great coach. The coaching staff or the head coach has to be that coach. Has to be mentally tough, mentally strong, know the game, know the processes to put in place to make your team successful.
The ins and outs. I totally agree with that.
The ins and outs. We look at Phil Jackson. We look
Andy
at
Reid.
Andy Reid. We look at goddamn Phil Jackson. We look at goddamn
Bill Belichick.
We look at the Roll Tide coach,
Nick Saban.
All great coaches, all winners. And none of those teams they coached would be winning without them.
It's because of the culture that they cultivate in the locker room.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You look at and again, as much as I dislike Alabama Crimson Tide,
Roll Tide, we don't like you either.
Hold up, my stomach. Hold up. Let me get back. I'm sorry. The last two quarterbacks that they've cultivated have been perennial all-stars. I'm talking about Jalen Hurts. I'm talking about Bryce Young.
Okay.
I'm talking about Mac Jones.
Mm-hmm.
Alabama has produced some. I got to give it to them.
Eye-opening quarterbacks. And that's reason we normally, like, since Joe Namath until now, we really don't be putting quarterbacks in the league like that. We normally put running backs and receivers in the league.
Yeah.
We recently here in the last few years started putting quarterbacks coming out getting drafted like that in the league. So kudos to Nick Saban.
Absolutely, man. Yeah, Nick Saban has been producing phenomenal talent, bro. For the last, I don't even know since when. Mm-hmm. I have to give him props. Absolutely. Again, I can't stand the Crimson Tide, but I'm gonna need you
to stop saying it and just go on with the podcast. Stop saying what you can't stand. We got that. We heard that the last time you said it. Go ahead and continue on with the conversation.
Like I was saying, I can't stand the Crimson Tide being an LSU Tiger.
Can't stand goddamn LSU funk ass.
Yeah, which we whoop y'all ass,
and we done whooped y'all ass too.
2019. I don't care.
Is that the only year you have?
I don't care. No, it's not the only year I have, but I don't care.
What else you got?
I'm
giving Nick Saban era. What else you got?
I'm giving Alabama
cap.
I'm giving them props.
Thank you, sir.
I'm not giving you props. I'm giving.
You see that shit? Respect that shit. We outside.
Hey, man. Hey, man. How do you? I don't know if you follow it, man. How you feel about Andy Dalton going to the Carolina Panthers, bro? We released him, and Carolina signed him.
Is he? Are you asking me if you ask me, he gonna make a difference? Is that what you asking me?
Well, he's coming on as a backup because Carolina has the number 1 pick this year.
Some of these trades were dumb.
I agree.
Some of these trades were dumb. What about the Juju Smith to the Patriots?
So Juju Smith-Schuster, as a Super Bowl champion now, it surprised me that he didn't re-sign with the Kansas City Chiefs.
Why? I mean, but so Kansas City, I don't know. I'm speculating at this point. They making room. They're trying to bring somebody else in.
Yeah.
So that and he was a good trading piece. I mean, to get him out of there now, I'm sure they would have had to, his contract would have had to be ridiculous at this point.
So with the combination of Patrick Mahomes, Juju Smith-Schuster, Travis Kelce, I think those guys had a nice nucleus, bruh.
I got a question for you right quick. I don't mean to break protocol, but I got a question for you right quick.
Go ahead.
Who is the weakest quarterback in the NFL right now?
The weakest?
That shouldn't even be. I really be honest with you, shouldn't be a quarterback. Shouldn't be in the league to me. But who you think it is? Who is the weakest quarterback in the league right now?
Ooh-wee.
I think you're gonna say his name.
Okay.
I think you're gonna say it.
You may not like this. A lot of people listening may not like this. I think the weakest quarterback in the league might have to be Tua.
Well, Tua riddled by injury. Of course, he's gonna be the weakest.
Yeah, that's why I say he's the weakest.
All right. Aside from Tua, okay. So who next? If Tua the weakest at the bottom level, who next?
I don't know, man. Who you got?
I think Baker Mayfield is trash.
You can't say that. Wasn't he a former number 1 pick?
Motherfucker slide through the crack every now and again, bro.
Baker Mayfield has been surrounded by garbage football teams his entire career. The Cleveland Browns.
Okay.
Didn't he have a stint with
the Rams, right?
It was either the Rams
I think he had a stint with the Rams.
He's been surrounded by mediocre talent his entire career.
So the championship Rams, that was champions not too long ago, was mediocre.
Was he on that championship team?
Yeah, he came in the year they had just won the championship, I think. The year he came.
I don't know. We're going to fact check that. You know, but I would never say that Baker Mayfield is the worst quarterback in the league. Never.
No, he ain't the worst, but he trash.
Hey, man. Hey, yo, you know what, man? Our segment on sports has been controversial at best.
Uh-huh.
I want to move us on in a different direction.
What you got for me, Playboy?
Hey, look, and I need you to approach this with an objective standpoint, right?
Okay.
Ciara's dress has been making the rounds over the internet. This sheer see-through dress with the thong and the pasties covering the nipples.
Mm-hmm.
If you as a man, if you were married to Ciara, right? Would you have objection to her wearing that ensemble to that event?
Absolutely.
You'd have objection?
Of course.
Why?
Why would I have an objection?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to put this in the famous words of one of the greatest comedians of our generation, Martin Lawrence.
Okay.
I like my women classy, not showing all the ass. I ain't on none of that time. None of that time. I'm good. Show me the assy at home. I don't need the public to know what your ass look like.
Right, but her husband was right there with her.
That's his fault. He made that decision.
I'm playing devil's advocate here because I haven't provided my opinion yet.
So I got two variables that comes in with this conversation, right? For one, that was the theme of what it went. It was a lot of females dressed like that.
Yeah, that was the thing.
It was the thing. That was the thing, right? Two, I'm not blaming Ciara.
Who you blaming?
Russell Wilson.
Why?
He allowed it to happen. That's what we talk about all the time. If you're an alpha male in your house, you running your household correctly, and you tell your woman like, "Yo, we're not going out like that, bro. I ain't on none of that time," and she's still on that. It's Rapsville.
But if you're with her though,
what do you mean? It don't matter.
See, for me, it wouldn't even be a situation where I would be with her wearing that type of fucking garb.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not. It ain't gonna be a situation with me because we're not leaving the house like that.
There you go. There you go. Now, on the other hand, right?
We can't. Most men, especially men that's blessed like myself, we with a woman, we can't leave the house in gray sweats, and you out here butt naked.
I was this nigga say blessed. I was gonna ask you the same question, right?
Mhm.
If your woman doesn't want you to leave the house and let's say tight ass gray sweats, would you have an objection to that?
If that's what if my woman say, hey baby, I don't really want you to wear that stuff out there. I ain't going for none of that. I don't like that. Women gonna be like, all right, baby, no, let me change. You know what I'm saying? Because that's a part of the compromise. Remember, that's what we always talk about. It's got to be a compromise. It's got to be communication. You know what I'm saying? But if you screaming at me, take them goddamn pants off. What the fuck you? Oh, I'm definitely leaving in the sweats. I'm gonna try to find something tighter.
But that's what it's all about, man. I think it's all about communication.
Absolutely.
You know, those situations in the relationship, you know, if you don't express to your significant other, hey, I don't like what you're wearing. I don't think that you should put that on and go outside with it.
Absolutely.
Okay, but look, let me switch it around though, right?
Mm-hmm.
You and your girl going to the beach. What is she wearing?
So, and this me, in my opinion, right? On the way to the beach, and us getting on the beach to get set up, getting all stuff, so she can have a bikini on, but she need to have like a nice little shawl on top of that to cover. And then when it's time to go in the water, you know, she popped that off. She got a bikini on. She wear 1 piece, 2 piece, whatever she choose to wear, and that it's acceptable at the beach. You're not going to the beach with hella clothes on, but you ain't wearing nothing up the crack of your ass, and your ass cheeks is flapping out ridiculously. We ain't doing none of that time.
Wait a minute though. So the theme of the beach is to wear swimwear, right?
Right.
So the theme of this party that they attended was to wear sheer, see-through, et cetera, et cetera.
I got it.
So what's the difference?
We ain't going to the beach.
Wait, what do you mean?
The theme of the party. If we going to the beach, that is acceptable at the beach. But listen. I just said too, even at the beach, you're not finna wear no thong up the crack of your ass. You're gonna have some on them. You're gonna have some of them respectable mommy bikinis on that's covering up half of your ass. Your thighs might be out, but your ass ain't out.
You sound misogynistic, man.
And I am.
Oh, well, I'm glad you admit that.
Yeah, whatever. That's how you choose to categorize it. And that's not.
No.
I don't feel like that's me being misogynistic. I feel like that's me not wanting my woman ass jiggling all over the beach.
Regardless of what, she's still in an underwear type
but you're not. But so you I think you missed something. We not going to the other shit, bro. So that's never happening. We not going there. The theme is sheer with thongs on and your titties out.
Oh, that's the theme.
Hey, you can tell them don't RSVP.
So the theme at the beach is a 2-piece or 1-piece. That's underwear basically.
Listen, bro. You throwing me a boomerang right now. Listen to what I'm telling you.
Okay.
We going to get it in the water.
Yeah.
But we ain't going to the party where you in the streets butt naked.
I'm only here playing devil's advocate, right? Okay. I'm in total agreement with you. My woman cannot wear that shit that Sierra had on because like you said, and I echo the sentiments, your body and the uncovering of it belongs to my eyes only.
And I need you to don't stop playing devil's advocate with me. Play
I
angel.
have to. We have an audience.
Play angel advocate with me because I am going to respond negatively to that shit every time. I'm just letting you know.
We have an audience. I have to do that.
Oh man, that'll be all right.
We gotta look at it from all perspectives, bro.
No doubt. I mean, I'm just a lot of gagging around on that, but
I know.
But like I said, going to the beach, you know what I'm saying, that's acceptable to be in, bikini, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that in your body. I got that. Because let's look at it like this. Your woman can go outside in some sweats and a regular white t-shirt with a bonnet on her head, and it's gonna be a man looking at her.
Hey, you better believe it, man. You better believe it.
Trying to get at her. Let's break that down. And we also got to look at the fact too. You know what I'm saying? You know, I know I said, you know what I said, but still, we talking about millionaires. They live a different life. They live a different lifestyle. They live that, you know what I'm saying, seductive lifestyle. And Sierra might be getting to that age too now where she feel like, you know, she still got to be competitive with the younger girls that's out here. And, you know, that was her chance to show off her. I'm still outside. You know what I'm saying? My body's still banging. That could have been a chance for that. Russell Wilson looked very perturbed in the picture.
Like that could be misleading.
But yeah, it could be, because I think that's the face Russell Wilson. I ain't never seen him with a different look.
Yeah,
he always looked like that.
He gonna always have that look because
he always looked baby daddy. He always looked dumb as fuck.
Hey, because Future's her baby daddy, he always gonna have that look.
Right.
Hey, but bottom line though, the fact that he was right there next to her, that tells me all I need to know. I think that is that couple's right. That's that couple's prerogative.
Absolutely.
If he okayed that dress, if he okayed that event, I have nothing more to say about it.
Me personally, the way he been playing lately, I think he in a sunken place.
Why?
I think somebody that did the tea glass tap on his ass. I think we need to check on. Somebody need to go. Hey, Marshawn Lynch, man, go check on Russell Wilson. I think he in a sunken place.
Hey, look. Well, he got our ex-coach Sean Payton, so I think he might be all right.
Indeed.
You know what I mean?
So I don't really see I don't see it getting no better on the internet. And another situation, man, that came up too while we at it. So I don't want to forget it, man. And I hope this is not true, because I'm seeing two mixed stories about,
I know what you're about to say.
About Andrew Wiggins.
Ooh.
I'm hearing one story saying that his wife of 10 years and the mother of his two kids, supposedly his two kids, was found out that she been cheating with his best friend for the last 10 years, and his kids may be his best friend's kids. Then I'm seeing stories where she's coming out rebuttaling that, saying that this is not true, it's all fake news, it's and the third. So I don't think I'm going to trust it until Andrew Wiggins comes out and speak on it, if he does, or somebody, a reliable source, like, you know what I'm saying, ESPN or somebody like that speaks on it. And I haven't seen that yet, but if it's true,
that's a dog ass bitch. If it's true,
you know what? I'm more mad at the best friend than the female.
Whoa! Hey, we had an impasse right here.
I'm more upset at the best friend than the female.
Why? If that's his woman,
that's my woman. She might want to come hold me down.
Him.
But you my best friend, dog. You my I'm not supposed to have to watch my background. You don't never. I'm gonna tell you something, big dog. My best friend, my day one, my best friend, somebody I call my best friend. If I gotta watch my background, you not my best friend, bro.
Exactly. So
at no point. Are
you closer with your woman or your best friend?
My woman always gonna come before my friend.
So why the fuck did you say that you would put most of the blame on the best friend versus the woman?
Because you, as my best friend, bro, you should know better, bro. Both of them should know better. Both of them should know better. No, don't get it twisted. But I'm not gonna. I can't say that. I can't say that. You know what? I retract my statement.
Thank you. Because that's
no. I didn't retract it because I didn't mean it. I'm just gonna retract it because my explanation is not. I'm not willing to explain my explanation right now. So
why? Back it up.
I'm gonna retract my statement.
Back it up.
Nah, brother. Because that's gonna. It's gonna open up too many wormholes that I'm good on that. Let's move forward amicably and finish the show, because that right there, there's nothing more important in life to me as a man than loyalty.
Yes, it's extremely important.
Important.
So the loyalty between your best friend versus the woman that you laid down and had that you thought you had children with, that woman's loyalty is way more important than that of someone you claim to be your best friend. Fuck him. Fuck him. He's a man. He's still gonna do what a man gonna do. If he, let's say, okay,
He can't. He can't do it.
Let me finish this point. Let me finish the point. Let's say Andrew Wiggins is on the road, right? This man, so his girl says, "Oh my God, I think somebody's in the house. Can you please come over?" Blah 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 blah. He gets over there. She butt ass naked, right? Most men, unless you have a certain level of loyalty within you, most men are going to take advantage of that situation. They fuck motherfuckers, but they will take advantage of that situation, right? With your woman, she had to have opened up her legs, let this man shoot his seed inside of her. She had to carry these children. She had to birth these children, all the while not telling you about what happened. Now, that's a dog ass bitch.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying you wrong. Both of them wrong. That's what I'm saying. And I'm saying when I say speak that, I'm speaking for me personally.
Yes, sir.
Let's take me and you for instance.
Okay.
Because we bet I consider us best friends.
Long time.
When anytime we about to deploy or we go somewhere, let's say I was going and you went. I was deploying, you wasn't.
Yeah.
You're somebody that I trust, and I say I call you and say, "Hey, bro, it's something going on at my crib. Can you go over there and check on my old lady and my kids?"
You've done it.
I've done it before.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I trusted the fact that you hold me the way I hold you. We hold each other down in that manner.
Without a doubt.
You know what I mean? If some would have shook, I'm just speaking hypothetically. My wife, I'm mad at both of y'all. Both of y'all is name is shit to me.
Yeah.
But because I went the extra level to trust you to be able to send you around the house with my kids and my wife, I'm gonna blame you to another level. I'm gonna blame my wife for the level that we on inside our house and the shit she did to me that was low down. But you being a man, I say, man, I fuck with this dude the long way. This is my guy. And I sent you into that situation and you took advantage of it. Bro, you know what? At this point, I don't even know who to be more mad at after talking about it. I wouldn't know who to be more mad at, but I know I'd be mad at both y'all motherfuckers. But I will say this. My best friend, he gonna have to get these hands off the rip. I'm coming to see you. Her worst punishment would be, because especially if he find out that them kids ain't his, is not the fuss, not the argue, not the cuss. Get out, take your kids, here go the divorce with no money. I'll holler at you later. That's gonna be the worst punishment for that, because she's gonna be on the outside looking in, and I highly doubt the best friend can take care of her the way Wiggins was and putting that money out there. Adultery, she gets nothing.
So here's the thing.
Especially the kids ain't his, you get nothing.
And that scenario that you just talked about, right? Me as your best friend. If I was to go over there to the house and take care of whatever it is that you were talking about, and I saw your old lady come to the door in a robe and she had the motherfucker wide open, right? Me as a friend, my first call is going to you. Hey, man, Shorty living foul. She foul.
Should be.
You heard me?
Should be.
You know what I mean? But
there's no explanation. If motherfucker go over there and fuck with your old lady, ain't no explanation. Well, man, I went over there, what you doing? And then this happened. Ain't no explanation, bro.
Nah, I got to get up out of there before it even go down.
Absolutely.
You dig what I'm saying? Absolutely. But yeah, Andrew Wiggins, man, I feel for him, bro. You know, because for one, he been in these, what is it, one child or two children?
It's two kids. Right now, it's speculated. And like I said, I'm waiting for ESPN or somebody else. All I know, Andrew Wiggins ain't playing right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm waiting on ESPN. I'm waiting on a quality news source to say, hey, this is it. And then, you know, we can respond on it further. But I'm just, right now, we speaking on the just for y'all to understand, everybody that's listening and watching this, we speaking hypothetically if this is the case. Because we don't know for sure, because it hasn't came out of Andrew Wiggins' mouth, and it hasn't came out a feasible news source at this point.
It hasn't. But let's say allegedly this did happen, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who do you feel the most sorry for? Andrew Wiggins, the kids, or the dude that's the actual father?
Children.
100%.
Children. Because
100%.
they didn't ask to be put in this situation.
Now, if you were in that, if you were in Andrew Wiggins' shoes, all those kids, all they know is you as their daddy.
That's rough.
It is rough. But would you continue in your road?
That's a rough ass, buddy.
It's a rough question. I already know.
I think it would have to take some extreme healing, some self-time to get it, because if you're not in the right mental state, you can't be there for nobody. So and I'm sure this something that this magnitude would message your mentals to a level that's highly nobody will be able to understand where you at mentally unless they went through the same thing. If he can go work on his mental health and this and the third and get his life together, and say if it was me, yeah, it would take me some time to heal and get my life together, everything that just happened. But and it depends too.
On
of course, me and her about to get a divorce if she run back to the best friend. If they together, no, I'm not in no shit life. I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm done.
We getting divorced regardless.
Right, we're getting into divorce, but when we divorce, she runs back to the best friend, and they together.
It's tough, man.
If they together, I'm not putting myself in that situation because somebody gonna get hurt, bro.
If they're not together, let's say it's just her and the kids, I think that I would have to. I think at the risk of let me finish. At the risk of sounding simpish, I think I would have to maintain that relationship. Maybe not as much as I did, but I'd have to maintain some sort of relationship with those children. I have to, because it's not their fault.
Nope. Because if I keep a relationship with them, I may be financially bound to keep a relationship with them kids too, and I'm not doing that because that's helping her. I'm not helping her do nothing. I'm not helping her do nothing. I'm not giving her a dime. You know what I'm saying?
Well, fuck her. I'm talking about the kids. All they know is you.
Right. But she need the way you did me. You need to struggle. I'm sorry. I'm not. You need to go through something.
Again, you're talking about the woman. I'm talking about the kids.
Right. But if you help the kids, you helping the woman. That's the way it works.
What do you mean by helping? Are you talking about strictly financially?
Yes.
No. I fuck financially.
But if you keep a relationship with them kids, you're gonna be there financially. You ain't gonna just go see them and not break them off, or go visit them and have them come to your crib and not break them off.
Well, this a tough one, bro.
It's very tough, but it ain't tough for me, and I don't care. I really don't care how nobody feel about it, bro. Y'all, you fucked me. Point blank. Period.
So if them kids,
I'm not finna continuously dump my emotions into your situation and help you. Them facts.
Them kids 9, 10, 11, 12 years old. All they know is Wood, my daddy. Then Lyne, my daddy. You gonna just be like, fuck y'all.
Nah, of course. Well, I mean, I did divorce, and I am still there for my kids, but my situation is totally different. My best friend ain't fuck my ex-wife and have kids by her.
I'm not talking about her. I'm not talking about the best friend. I'm focusing totally on the children.
Okay, my guy, listen to me, because maybe your ears aren't open and receiving what I'm saying.
I'm listening.
If I keep a relationship with them kids, that means I'm probably most likely going to be financially invested into the kids as well.
So it's fuck them kids.
I told you about 3 episodes, nigga. Fuck them kids. I ain't got nothing, man. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. That's another man's. Now, let me tell you what will make the situation different.
Okay.
If me and her actually did have kids together, if some of the one or two of her kids did have my DNA, because I'm still gonna be financially responsible for my DNA,
right?
And I wouldn't cheat the sibling. You see what I'm saying? But if you find out that neither one of the kids over the 10 years is yours, they both his, fuck them kids.
Hey, on that note, there it is.
That's the nature of the beast.
There it is, man.
Hey, man. Hey, so unfortunately, everybody, we have come to the end of another great episode of a Warm Rad podcast. Once again, man, I want to thank the subscribers. I want to thank the likers. I want to thank the listeners. We appreciate you. Shout out to AT for coming on, being a special guest today, man. Hey, he was a great guest, man. I would love to have that young man back on. I enjoy his content. Hey, and something else we don't normally do, man. I'm going to put this out on the forefront because this needs to be understood. Shout out to my man, Vernon Granderson, man. Big V, the producer of a Warm Red podcast. Hey, a lot of the stuff we do on this show, a lot of stuff that get done and how we operate would not be able to function without this man. We appreciate you, brother. We're glad you're here. Actually, as a matter of fact, all you warm raggers, actually, he is here with us right now. He's just not on screen. He's producing this whole show. So know that when we on here talking our shit, he's in the background producing the show, man. And we appreciate it. And he's a great individual, man. He's taking a Warm Rad podcast to a new level. So I really appreciate you for that, V. Shout out. Salute.
Hey, same here, man. I would like to echo that, V. You know what I mean? What you do for us while we're the ones that's on screen, you're the one that's behind the scenes. Hey, man, most definitely, bro. I appreciate everything that you do, dog. Real shit.
100. And with that being said, thank y'all for showing up. Thank y'all for showing out. Alabama's finest. We in the win. Jay Diggs. I'll see you next week. Warm Raggers. I'll see y'all next week. Salute.
Salute.
Salute.